for some peace of mind. But TikTok said a gator drove a Jeep through the blinds. Florida man's at it again with fireworks and a goat. And someone married a ghost in a Dollar Tree coat. Hey, what in the Walmart rapture is going on? Aliens dancing in a Waffle House song. Karen's got a taser in the checkout line. And Dr. Oz just adopted birds to fight off crime. Oh, I'm just sitting here scrolling my jaw on the floor. The internet's a circus and I can't take no more. Yeah, when it's wildin', there's a raccoon in the sink. Someone robbed a Wendy's just to steal a frosty drink. A pastor's gone viral yelling about the end is near, while folks ride hoverboards in wedding gear. Yeah, what in the Walmart rapture is this mess? Florida's a movie, but it's filmed in VHS. Someone fed meth to a squirrel named Dave, and now he's in a cage just throwing rave. I'm just...
Good morning, everyone. Hopefully everyone hasn't frozen. You are all, still in possession of fingers and toes. They haven't been frostbitten off. I don't know why I decided to dress up like Lucy today, but it just fit. So honestly, the defense has driven me crazy. The Paul Carino defense has officially driven me fully crazy. So we are going to be switching up our strategy on the Petty Express. We are going to be like zipping through the defense because they add nothing of substance. So we might actually catch up to the trial, or at least be in, within like sprinting distance, if any one of us were into sprinting, which I think we have all decided that sprinting, unless you're like chased by a bear or a zombie, is not our jam. I mean, if it is, if you are like one of the people that get a runner's high, then bless you, for I have never understood that. Because my running seems to bring out my inner rage, like, F this, there's another hill, F this. Why? I feel like, because, when I attempted to run, okay, y'all, Hagatha the leg was on the rampage, so I'm going to be extra squirrely. We might be more story time than headlines today. But, so I had a dream several years ago before I got hurt. And I was like, because y'all, we have this family of gazelles, not real gazelles, but they're like these redheaded, long-legged children and their mom that run like gazelles. They actually smile while running. They look like they are enjoying the hell out of running. And I'm like, you know what? I can do this. But I also understood that I was starting from the, in basic, they kind of separate you into running groups based on, well, whether you jog or you run. And I was always in the slow runners, like the slowest of the slow, like I was in remedial running. So I decided to do, couch to 2K or 5K, because I was like, okay, from couch potato to running a 5K, this is going to be awesome. And it tricks you. It tricks you because at first you think, okay, I am a couch potato, but I can do this, because it tricks you. You walk for 2 minutes and then you jog, or whatever you call whatever it is you run. I think I looked like I was maybe like fastly walking, like a little quickly walk. I don't know that I looked gazelle-like at any point in my running journey. But then you jog for 30 seconds, then you get 2 minutes off. Well, then these sons of bitches decide to increase the time that you're jogging. So within several weeks, this hateful application has got you walking for 30 seconds and running for 2 minutes, which is, I actually got through it and got to where I was, actually okay running a 5K, but I never looked like a gazelle. I don't know where I was going with that story. I've never seen people that are like smiling and running, and it's the weirdest damn thing. I mean, I always thought, if I could just look like I was having fun running, but no. I hope so. I hope everyone got through the storm. It looks like we might be expecting another little bit of storms to come through. It is a headline I have to give to you guys. So brace yourselves, y'all. It's not so much the snow now, although it being so incredibly cold, it's making it hard for snow removal and kind of the chemical agents that they usually use to kind of de-ice roads aren't working because it's so incredibly cold. So we're still in the, if you don't have to leave the house, please don't leave the house. Here in my neck of the woods, that might change tomorrow. I don't know. The kids have school off today again, so who knows? But a headline I didn't bring to you yesterday because I was waiting for more information. It does seem like there is more information about the deadly plane crash in Maine. It looks like the identities of the passengers and possibly pilot have been revealed. The attorney wife of an elite Texas law firm partner and event planner, along with a pilot who joined the company less than a year ago, were among 6 people who were killed when a private jet flipped over and burst into flames at a Maine airport over the weekend, just after a voice over the radio said, "Let there be light." Tara Arnold, a 46-year-old powerhouse lawyer who lived with her 2 children and mega wealthy husband in a Houston mansion, was en route to Paris with those on board the plane when it crashed Sunday evening, taking the lives of everyone aboard, according to both records and reports. And unfortunately, that's not unexpected because at the beginning of a flight takeoff, you have a lot of jet fuel. It will be interesting to see what they think caused this. This weekend was particularly terrible weather, but I don't know what it was in Maine. So I wonder what kind of preliminary, if the weather played any part, knowing, admitting full-heartedly, I have no idea what the weather in Maine was. Now, the plane was registered to her husband, Kurt Arnold's successful personal injury firm, Arnold and Eichen law firm, where she also worked. Now, Arnold and his business partner, Jason, were not on the plane when it crashed, according to sources, but his wife was. So incredibly sad news for the family. I do wonder, again, it looks like the weather was incredibly poor. What were the parameters for safety as far as takeoff? Because like I said, maybe this is normal for Maine in the winter. I am not a safetyologist. I am not with the NTSB. They have to deal with the numbers. I am not that person. But I do wonder if this is kind of normal for takeoff of a private jet, a smaller airplane, in what looks to be not so great weather. Of course, I'm terrified of flying, and I wouldn't fly in like the slightest bit of snow because I've seen people drive in the slightest bit of snow, and I don't trust nobody. That's why I'm an inside cat. Now, this next story, I'm going to kind of leave it up to you guys because I'm of 2 minds about this entire thing. Part of me, basically, in true crime, you are probably going to see a lot of content creators covering, at least for the media, the autopsy reports have come out about the Idaho 4. And I'm of 2 minds. I think that the information needs to get out there and we need to be able to take a look at it. to understand the reality of what this man did to those children. But I also don't want to sensationalize it in any way. I don't want to add to pain of the family and friends left behind. So I don't know how I feel about this one, to be honest with you guys. And I usually don't have like moral quandaries about things. Okay, well, I'm an overthinking inside cat. I'm lying to y'all. I have internal moral quandaries about just about everything, because I lead a rich and fascinating, contradictory, and introspective life inside my head. But newly released court filings have detailed kind of the bare bones horrific injuries and kind of the movements and where the victims were, if there were any sign of defensive wounds or possibly struggle. And again, part of me is sad that we didn't get to see a trial, because I feel like we need to look directly at what these monsters do, at what, human dumpster fire monster people can do to humanity so that we can protect ourselves. But then I also think, does it help? I don't know, y'all. I'm not Oprah Jesus or the Dalai Lama, and I am too tired to do moral quandaries today. Now, I am going to kind of speed through this. The documents are available if you guys would like to look at them. Suffice it to say, all of the children were stabbed multiple times. Now, oh gosh, Xana Carnoodle was stabbed or the most times though, and her injuries were the most graphic and the most intense. So that's as far as I'm going to get into it. Again, I am not denying you guys the information if you guys want to look at it. It's not what I want my channel to be. I kind of like Simon Whistler from Casual Criminalist, CSI, not Saw. If you like to look at that stuff, I'm not making a moral judgment. It's just, it really, I did read through the report. It's horrifying. So that is it. There is information out there. And again, this is not a moral judgment. I'm not going to put it out there on my channel. I did read it, and my heart breaks for the family. And I'm glad that in his act of cowardice or mercy, whatever the hell, they didn't have to sit through a courtroom and see pictures of this and have to sit through a trial of all of this. And I am glad that the court decided to seal from the public the crime scene photos of a graphic nature and the autopsy photos. I think that's perfectly okay, and absolutely I agree with that. So that's how I'm going to report on that. Oh goodness, we just do not have any really good headlines. Now, this is going to be a little bit more Oprah-ish, and this did pop up. So this isn't like a, come to Jesus or anything. But if anyone is struggling with these, I have struggled with this when I lost my first husband, and for many, many years, feeling responsible for someone else's actions that ultimately led to them passing. And I can tell you that forgiveness starts with yourself, and you can't be responsible for anyone else's happiness or sadness. You have to fix yourself. They have to fix themselves. And it's a hard, sucky lesson to learn. It's a sucky, terrible, awful thing to learn, that no matter how much you love them, no matter how much you wish for someone to be better, no matter how much you offer, if they don't want to get better, if they don't want to get help, then you can want the world and nothing will happen. And that is a slow and painful and hurtful thing. And you don't have to carry all of that. You can let go of your responsibility to be someone else's emotional support animal. You can be supportive, but you can't be the reason someone's happy or sad. And it's a hard thing to learn, and it's not easy. But be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself, and there's going to be good days and bad days, and eventually, your life grows around your grief. Not an absolutely KU Thunder. Not all at once. Slowly, so slowly you can't even tell for a while. And then one day you're going to look back and you might not even remember how you got through. I have several years, y'all, where I feel terrible because I have like bits and pieces, but I was in survival mode. So be kind to yourself. Give yourself grace. And however you're feeling is okay. Grief is not performative. If you can't cry, in public, if you like to cry in your closet, that's okay. If you like to cry in public, that is okay. If you are angry, if you are mad at God, if you are sad, if you find dark humor, however you deal with this, it's okay. And your life will grow around it. There are going to be days that'll kick your ass like a tsunami, but you will also have, again, not quickly, but eventually, one day you will wake up and look and think, I have a life. It may not be what I planned. Certainly, had detours, and ups and downs, but oh my gosh, I have something beyond this. So I don't know. I guess I got infected with a little bit of the Oprah and this popped up on my feed and I was like, okay, all right, God, all right. So, and again, not in like the voices told me to way, because I don't want to get 5150'd, but in a general, sometimes things come on my feed because maybe someone needs to hear this in a not egotistical, like I want to become your spiritual guru, because y'all, I don't even want to brush my hair some mornings. Okay. I cannot be responsible for your spiritual health at all times. But that being said, in a genuine hope that if someone needed to hear these words, they got heard, is all. Now, we are on to now the stories that'll make you scratch your head and wonder. Well, not wonder, just realize this is why the aliens do not visit us at all. Ever. They lock their doors and they go, around Andromeda, and they are like, that is, nope. That is the bad Walmart. We don't even go there. They lock their doors and do the little, they're Catholic, intergalactic Catholics. Could you imagine? Oh my God, y'all. There's a thought. We finally find out that there is alien life and they come to meet the Pope. And the Protestants go crazy. Ireland is never the same again. I'm, now I'm not allowed in Ireland. Hey, they wouldn't like me. I'm a recovering Catholic. As Jonathan Swift said in A Modest Proposal, I cannot benefit from this satirical idea, even if I wanted to. I was born too late. I would have been a great satirical writer. Jonathan Swift and I would have just fun stuff to do. I love that I can remember A Modest Proposal from high school, advanced literature, but I cannot remember my husband's phone number, and we've been married for damn near 15 years. My mind is a dangerous and wonderful labyrinth of the absurd and factoids that I never remember, and things that I probably should. It's a miracle.
The G-Keep Grove, thou glowing shrine of thirst traps, scams, and dollar signs. We chant in tones both grim and low, for virtue fled a long time ago. Kyrie eleison, Christe descendat, final form Jesus return in wrath. With six-pack glistening, sword in hand, he cometh swift to cleanse the land.
Okay, now this is a bit political, but I think you guys will understand when I show you the mugshot full body picture. A woman in a spooky sweater was arrested after trying to recruit others on social media to, well, unalive the president, as you do on social media. Now, a West Virginia librarian wearing a skeleton sweater. Y'all, why? I can't, y'all. Like, don't do this, especially wearing a hysterical sweater that I kind of secretly want, but I'm afraid you bought it on Temu because I can see the polyester acrylicness of the... I'm just saying I kind of want this sweater, but I'm kind of embarrassed that I want this sweater. All I'm imagining is Cartman yelling, "I'm big boned! I'm just big boned!" God. This is so unfortunate. Oh my God. Ursula, poor unfortunate souls. All she needs is like some eels. She could totally be Ursula. God, I'm so terrible. Oh, giblets. Back to the story. Morgan Morrow, 39, was arrested and charged with one count of terroristic threats after allegedly using social media to try to recruit, quote, individuals to pursue and unalive the current president. As you do. Let's see. Well, she said, for YouTube purposes and liability reasons, these are her words. Again, chick with the big bone skeleton sweater, not Mo. Allegedly, in Minecraft, a person who's accurate with force multipliers and a terminal disease could be found among a population of 343 million people. So she can do math. She captioned the video, "Luigi can't save us all," into a special brand of stupid. The post, which appears to have been removed from her page, was flagged by authorities who believed it was a call to violence. As a librarian, you should understand words in their context and their use. It's almost like you failed here. But people were allegedly very eager to join the big-boned sweater bandit gang. Can you imagine this in Assassin's Creed? Oh my Bob Ross, y'all. I don't do video games, but if this was a character, I would sit down in front of my TV and learn to video game. I mean, I would be like Nerdrotic doing any video game, but oh my God, you guys, if they make Big Bone Bertha an assassin in Assassin's Creed, I am playing the shit out of it. Excuse my French. My son isn't here. I get to say all the naughty words today because yesterday Mr. Mo had school, so I was trying to keep youngest most feral here so he could have a really good first day trying to learn stuff. And he's not in here, so I'm like, I can say some words. And yes, oh my Bob Ross. Look, I don't know, whoever you are, Raid Shadow Legends or Assassin's Creed, make Big Bone Bertha. And now I know that you are all clamoring to get the, Mo dollar and Mo stamp of approval on the video game. So, make this, I will play it terribly. Like, I make no promises that I'm going to be good at the video game, but I will be hysterical trying to play the video game. And I think you could make some money. You've kind of alienated all the video game people with your dumb choices and The Last of Us 2. And while I don't watch or don't play video games, I like the lore. So I'm kind of that mix of like nerd and girl, but I don't hate the video game players. So, I could be like your bridge back to the people that, pay to buy your games. Just a thought. Neil Druckmann, call me. Actually, don't call me. You're weird with feet, allegedly. So, but people who pay big money for video game stuff, call me. I'll have my people actually text me because tell you what, actually, to be real honest with you, if you call me from an unknown number, I'm going to send you to voicemail. So text me. Go ahead and text me because, yeah, I'm not going to answer the phone if I don't know your number. Mr. Mo hates that. He's like, why don't you pick it up? I'm like, it says potentially spam. He's like, do you screen my phone calls? I was like, no. So there you go. Again, I cannot feel enough shame for how much I want the big boned. Okay, but here's the thing. I want the big boned side. Look, and I usually don't make fun of people for their fluffiness because I have been fluffy. And look, it's one of the like easiest things to joke about because it's the outside of the book cover. No one takes a look inside, and I get that. But when you are dumb enough to, try to do a crime on the interwebs of a political nature, and then you're wearing a big boned skeleton shirt that is just so ironic Alanis Morissette should be here right now, I get a pass. A name and shame slight pass to maybe make you rethink all of your life. But I am going to ask for that sweater. like if you need to raise bail money or such, auction the sweater because I will pay upwards of $5.50 for that. Think about it. Oh, she is just not a smart cookie. Regardless of what you think about the current administration, and I honestly, however you feel is whatever you feel. I'm not here to tell you what to think, who to like, who not to like. I have my own opinions, but that isn't this channel. So just don't do illegal crap and don't be a moron. Or if you're going to be a moron and you're going to do illegal crap, at least have a hysterical sweatshirt on so I can make fun of you. Now, what in the Mormon conversion is this? JKD Buck sent me this, and I thought that it was maybe because Agatha the leg and I had to take some stronger medicine. But what in the Ned Flanders happened here? I feel like he's going to tell me about the good news of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Guy Fieri has revealed his recent shocking transformation as part of a rollout for an upcoming Super Bowl campaign. The 58-year-old food extraordinaire stunned fans as he unveiled a new look this last week, coinciding with his birthday. Now, he's known for his, well, let's just say, bleached beyond life, stuck in a fork in a toaster hairdo. I don't know what you call this. Like, that's what I call it, electricity and frosting. I mean, I'm actually shocked with as much as he has to probably lighten his hair. They must use very good products. I'm sure he does go to someone pretty good because that will fry the ever-living schnell out of your hair. Ask me how I know. I might have gone crazy during the coof and fried my hair to within an inch of its life, which is why when y'all first met me, my hair was much shorter. Yes, I did fry and kill my hair, which is why I started wearing wigs, because then I could play and pretend to be different people and not fry the hell out of my hair. Now, he's shared with fans that they can expect more from his alter ego that he calls Just a Guy in a forthcoming Bosch commercial where he teased it on social media Monday. If you're going to go big, he told people in going all in for the bit. They said, well, can you shave your goatee? And I said, I would for this. This is such an important commercial. It's such a big deal. Now, the appliance tech company spent months readying the ads for its February debut. Is anyone going to watch the Super Bowl? Because I know there's some weird look, I don't know who Bad Bunny is. I don't really care. But apparently he's just losing his mind that, uh, the Super Bowl happens to be in America or something. I don't pay attention to sports, but I do see things about, the Super Bowl. I just don't care enough to be worried about it or to complain about it. But there we go. I just can't get over how undescribably weird he looks at being this normal. I mean, it's not, again, if you ran into this guy in the grocery store, you would not have a problem with it. But I am staring at it like it's the Zapruder film because I know it's Guy Fieri. I love that I'm like, if you stare at it long enough and you cross your eyes, you can see a sailboat. Yeah, I mean, there you go. I have no idea why. But hey, I'm into this. Now, I have a parenting dilemma because I will share with you. Now, those of you who have been here know that for middle son's birthday, we got him a lizard, a gecko, lizard, gecko, something of the sort. That's what we got for the youngest or the middlemost feral. And that's great. But then youngest most feral decides that he would like an animal for his birthday. And do you know what he wants? Not something cute or normal like a kitten. Hell, not even like a lizard or, hell, I don't know, a monkey or spider monkey or something. No, my child would like a giant rodent from South America called a capybara because it would be youngest most feral's deepest joy or deepest wish to either get a capybara or an axolotl. I mean, it's cute. in like it's a mutant kangaroo goat. It's like a pygmy kanga goat. It's a, it's a, yeah, I don't know. It looks like something, where they show you like prehistoric animals and you're like, that could be, you know, that looks like something that happened on Earth, but evolution just didn't get done easy bake ovening it. Like it's gonna be something else someday. Like one day it will become a horse. That's what the capybara looks like to me. I know that probably makes no sense to everyone, but it does look like a Paleolithic mammally creature that's on its way to being something that we can recognize today. Oh God, don't let them mate. That's gonna be the weirdest animal ever. Actually, make this look more like a dog? I'd be sold. We just need to make fluffy capybaras. That's just all there is to. I love that I'm like, if we could just hybridize it to make it look more like a puppy, I'm on. Good Lord, I need to be stopped. It is a fuzzy hippo. See, but I don't know if Lord Dingus would take kindly to not being the biggest animal. It is friend shape, whereas the hippos are death shaped. You are correct. I guess we'd have to see if the capybara can at least clean things up off the floor because the cats are. The dog is like, no, I said friend zone. I said friend zone. And she's like, I picked out our wedding plans and our date, and I got a china pattern, and we're going to go pick out cakes later on. And he's like, friend zone. Okay, it's not cute from behind. I mean, but I guess you don't buy pets to look at their butts. And if you do, why are you buying a pet to look at its butt? Don't do that. I don't even know where to begin if you do. It makes weird little predator noises, like little clickety clackities, and I can't see him make the clickety clackety. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say no to to uh to a capybara. Now, I came across this video and I realized I still owe you guys my new room tour. Now, I would do that very close to today, but I need to clean my room so I look like, at least on film, I can pretend to be an adult functional human that cleans their room every day. But I saw this and I was like, I'm totally wearing a robe though. We are going pimp, or what is it? Or Cribs dynasty style.
Well, hello, and welcome to my home. Well, hello, welcome to my living room.
Oh my God, you guys, I need to get a big blown up picture of myself for Pearl, but definitely now I need to get one with the full glamazon. Who does this? Who has a giant picture of themselves in their house? What? Why don't you have a shirt on? It's cold.
I'm not going outside.
Sorry, apparently, youngest most feral was like, it's summertime. I'm just going to walk around shirtless because, it's negative 30 degrees outside. We're not paying, giant, enormous, amounts of money to heat this house. He's like, yeah, but who? I don't have to go outside and I'm not going to school. I mean, I can't argue with his logic, which is why I employed the mom voice. This is why I fear, so this is legitimately a conversation that me and youngest most feral had. And I thought I was terrified when I feared that he was going to become like a Navy SEAL or a demolition expert. So we watched, The Martian. It's kind of one of my family's favorite. It's kind of something we can all agree on, and it has enough action and science for the boys. And in theory, they'll learn something. Maybe. Now, youngest most feral decided that this was in fact a historical drama. And this is the argument that he used to explain to me that Martian was in fact historical. He said, well, I said, no, it's a movie. And he said, no, the NASA guy was there and it had news.
When did I say that?
A while back. And then I said, well, but that was on TV. He said, it had commercials. And I suddenly and slowly and terrifyingly realized that I am raising an attorney. But he's good at math, so we might still get him to be an engineer.
Oh, I got garbage.
Only through the magic of Hollywood. Do you like this gown? It's very dramatic.
I mean, who doesn't want a gold lame gown? Because, so, I do need to get it to be like a big enough news channel that I get to have my own crazy like man of the morning segments, because I always love how they find the most random people and seem to not want to vet them at all or make sure they know what they're doing. But in today's segment, we're going to learn how to make a batch of turbo gravy, which, well, that's why we're watching, to see what turbo gravy is.
We have a little fun right now. I know a lot of you made big Thanksgiving dinners and planning on big Christmas dinners as well. And then you have your food and it's left over and no one wants it another day. But there are things you can do to repurpose that meal and maybe do something a little different, a little.
Is he making a gravy smoothie?
A great. Ooh. That's disgusting.
I agree with you. Apparently, I have a co-host today.
Special Chef Keith is here to tell us more about that. Good morning.
Good morning. Ho, ho, ho. This is
Did Special Chef Keith realize that the apron was only going to go to his mid-groinular level? Because whose apron was this? This has to be like a kid's apron. No, I think Turbo, like in Turbo, the movie with the really, really fast snail. Damn it, now that song's in my head. This snail's fast.
Christmas time, tons of food, and like you said, boring leftovers. Who knows what to do with them? They sit there. And so I've come up with some interesting ways. I have a book called Leftovers Right that's all about fun things you can do with your leftovers. And that's my philosophy in the kitchen. You got to have fun. It's, we don't, we're all gonna die someday. Me, you,
Let's eat away.
viewers, yes, the family dog. It happens anytime. Could happen.
The cookbook. Everyone's gonna die someday. Put more butter on mine. Actually, that's my title. Don't steal it. Good morning, Squid Pro Quo.
On Christmas Day. You don't know. So what are we going to do? There's a Judas Priest song called A Turbo Lover. Well, I call this Turbo Gravy. It's a spoof on that. And it's basically taking gravy to the next level.
Okay.
What you do, store-bought gravy has all these additives in it. You don't know what's going to be in it. So this is a good way. It's like a protein-packed way, too, to basically turn leftovers into gravy. So what you do is basically like put some green beans in. We can just put just a little bit of those in. This is actually all going to come out and get...
Dear God, what in the Satan is this man doing?
Let me see.
Green beans in gravy?
Somebody put this person in therapy.
Sincerely, a PSA from Appalachia and Appalachia adjacent areas. If you ever attempt to put green beans in gravy and come serve it at my house,
You will get kicked out.
that is a no. We will say bless your heart, but not in a good way. Nor we will pray for you. We will pray for you. And then we will kindly ask you to leave and we will not let you have leftovers.
I would just use
I'm pretty sure there are places in Georgia where that's attempted red rum in the first degree. And I don't even think in Texas, I think they just take you out back, okay? I don't even think you get due process, okay? So I don't know who needs to hear this,
time to play several.
but don't do this. Do not put green beans in gravy.
blend it up. And also, let's put some mashed potatoes in. Why don't you put a couple scoops of this in?
Okay.
And while you're doing that, this is kind of, where you get the meat in the gravy, you'd put it right here. And also cubed ham, like Christmas time ham's a big one, and corn. And then, of course, I know gravy to gravy. It's, there's what was the Tool Time show where he would say more power. Tim, the actor's name, Tim Taylor, I think it was, would say more power or more gravy is my favorite.
Yeah.
So pour that all in. And then to kind of give it a base, you just...
This host is like, I am not going to be eating this. This host is thinking, what in the caucasity? You know she is thinking in her mind. And ma'am, I give you full pass. Look, I give you a pale pass. You can go ahead and say it, ma'am. White people. Okay? I gave you a pass. You can say it. I know you're thinking it, and I give you a pass. Now, I would like to say, as the palest person on planet Earth, that we don't claim him. He isn't with us. He doesn't go to our school. He doesn't know that we wear pink on Wednesday. He doesn't go here, okay? Just putting it out there. We don't know him.
pour some milk in, and this is kind of like, and you can add cornstarch, you can add basically anything, like any meal you have, you can turn into this leftover turbo gravy.
So all you would do, put it all in a blender.
Yep, I've got my trusty Continental here, and then you put it on liquefy.
And which we're having issues today with the power, with the
Live
blender.
TV, this is not plugged in.
So you know what to do.
This host is so smart. She's like, don't even plug that motherfucking... If you plug that blender in, I am walking. Do you hear me, Randy? I'm walking, okay? I hope you find someone else to do the news, all right? I love this. I love this. She was like, oh, the power didn't work. Damn. Darn. Can't try your turbo. Dang.
I would go, no, I'm not doing this anymore.
With the blender. You
would
turn it on.
Okay, exactly. So you get that nice and liquefied. Now, next step, this is an important one. You
Okay.
take one of these old milk jugs. We've all had these lying around, right? This is a form of recycling, basically.
Okay.
So I take a gravy funnel and just hold this, and here's what you would do. We'll pretend this is blended. So
Okay.
You want
It's
to
all
hold
blended
on to the hold on to the gravy funnel here, and this is what we would do. Just hold on to that, and like this is going to be all chunky, but you pour this in. and that's like today's batch of turbo gravy, right?
Okay.
You can do that for a number of meals. Like, it doesn't matter how many. You can do this like 6 meals a week and make them all into this gravy, and it makes a nice blend.
You know what? This man has.
Person into a mental hospital.
How. This man is not. I know I saw a wedding ring. This man is not married. This man is not married. You cannot prove this to me. What in the. This is. This. You need Jesus. I don't know who let you. You wrote a cookbook, you say?
Yeah, how about
Oh, we need to find his cookbook. What was his cookbook named? I was paying attention to his inappropriately short apron. No, we are figuring out his cookbook and seeing if Amazon has it. All right.
Thanks, Candace. Well, we have a little fun right now. I know a lot of you made big Thanksgiving dinners and planning on big Christmas dinners as well. And then you have your food and it's left over and no one wants it another day. But there are things you can do to repurpose that meal and maybe do something a little different, a little special. Chef Keith is here to tell us more about that. Good morning.
Good morning. Ho, ho, ho.
Yes.
This is Christmas time. Tons of food. And like you said, boring leftovers. Who knows what to do with them? They sit there. And so I've come up with some interesting ways. I have a book called Leftovers Right that's all about fun things.
Okay, we are going to Amazon. Leftovers, right? No, I guess it's not up here. I guess we don't have Leftovers Right on Amazon, probably because they saw the jug of liquefied food and decided not to take on liability for food poisoning for millions of people. Yeah, so no, we are not even attempting to even halfway rewatch that because I no longer feel hungry. Thank you for helping me with my beach body. We're all going to get abs now. Oh my God, this is my diet program. With Mo's, mental diet. You simply watch this clip every time you want to think about eating some bad food and move over, Dr. Now. Forget my 600-pound life. Forget surgery. Watch this clip and you'll never eat again.
that's a lie, Mom. You still eat.
Yes, it's a joke.
Biggest joke.
I love that I love that I have a fact check right behind me. For our final clip of the day, I don't understand this, but it's a scarf and why not? It's the peekaboo scarf.
Ari learned this neck scarf routine from playing with those 3 boys of hers. It's a perfect peekaboo. Take a square scarf and fold it into a triangle, and then, I didn't tell Laurie about this, tie it around your face, make a little loop right over your nose.
What I want to say is so inappropriate and kind of political. But it's the bougie Palestine scarves. They got them at Nordstrom. How much Aquanet was in this? They have teased those half-inch of hair to within an inch of their lives.
This is my favorite part. I have her mouth covered up. Slide this up.
I feel like there's a U-Haul in the future. And ma'am, I really don't care if this is your kink. I don't want to know unless I ask. And legitimately, I don't think I'd ever ask you about your kink because you kind of remind me of like one of my grade school teachers. It'd just be weird.
That was a Karen?
On down. and roll the cowl. A gorgeous cowl neck.
No, I have to see this again. No,
Richard
not
Tice.
tag on it. Now you guys know when I'm pulling stories, I am nerding out to UK news. It's what I do. I don't know. Look, I don't know why I like the UK news other than they sound so much smarter and they make fun of each other and it really has nothing to do with me. So I feel like I can get in all of the drama, but it's not affecting me. So she said cowl, but she didn't enunciate. So maybe it was all the Aquanet kind of. But you guys, that is this morning. I hope you are all staying warm. Now, I did have a headline. I refused to pull it up because I'm not bringing this into the universe, but allegedly, and you didn't hear it from me, I am not confirming any of this. I do suggest that you go to Ryan Hall or Max Velocity, but we might be in for some more storms, light snow, and even colder temperatures. So do be careful, do stay safe, and, reach out if, you need supplies, see if there's local services, and if you can, try to stay off the roads if you possibly can to keep them safe, because with as cold as it is and is going to be, the chemical de-icing agents that they use, the salt and other things, stop working at really low temperatures. So do keep that in mind and slow and safe if you do have to go out. Bye, you guys.